My name is Jake Brubaker,
Where are you from?
Bakersfield, California.
How old are you?
I am 40 years old, going to be 41.
How long have you been in the industry you're in, and what industry do you work in?
I have been in the dirt industry in some capacity since I was 16 years old. So I've been in and out of it, whether working for municipality companies back home or building subdivisions and some golf courses, driving ranges, and then underground utilities, utilities.
When did you start in the dirt world? How old were you?
I was 16.
16.
16, went to work for a mom and pop outfit, just laboring and wanted to learn how to run tractors.
So you've been doing dirt your entire life?
Yeah.
So your whole professional career has been basically in the dirt world?
Yeah, in or around it, whether it's mechanicking, a little bit of mechanicking and stuff like that, or just moving dirt.
So moving up through the ranks in the business, what did you find that was special? Like as you advanced, got older, what did you pick up on that was like your values? What did you value at your workplace?
I just love basically just having a good product at the end of the day, especially on the dirt side and the finish side and stuff. When you got finished blade hand or dozer hand or something, whether it's on a golf course, driving range, or on subdivisions and stuff, and just everything slicked off and real nice and pretty, and you walk back or driving by the road, it's like, man, that looks good.
You take pride in what you do.
Oh yeah.
So
100%.
Did you have a mentor in the companies you worked in that teach you the blueprint reading and how to operate, or did you just naturally learn yourself?
I kind of had like little knack for it and stuff, but also the guy that I started with, that mom and pop outfit, he was like a dad grandpa figure to me and stuff, and he just really mentored me, taught me a lot,
so
stuff like that, guys.
Really trusted.
Yeah, and I worked for him off and on for about 6 years or so, give or take, and then other people and stuff along the way just picked up, and then always bonded with the older guys because they knew what they were doing, and I knew just to get in with them guys and work with them, labor for them or whatever. You just learn a lot by just being their swamper and just being around them and watching what they do.
So coming up in the dirt business, working for other big companies as a laborer, I'm assuming being a good laborer made you a good operator. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
So what would you recommend kids coming up that are laborers at a job? Because most kids, that's the first thing they can get into in a dirt business. What would you make them want to look for?
Basically just learn your craft as a laborer, what's expected from you, and as time goes on, you're going to learn how the flow goes, and you're going to be able to look ahead to see what the next step is. Mm-hmm. Whether, just say, if you're doing underground utilities and you're spotting for your operator coming along, and oh, hey, coming up, I got a grade change, or I need to go paint some more line out or something. You jump ahead without being told how to do it. Like, you're able to start thinking 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. Mm-hmm. And stuff, and then as time goes on, you're learning how the job is built and the stages of the job, how it goes and gets put together. So you're able to start learning more and just being ahead. So
you would probably recommend kids actively, if they are laborers, actively look at it as a learning, like an education.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're absolutely learning. Like whether you're chasing hubs and cleaning stuff off the curbs and stuff for base rock behind the guy, the operator or whatever, you're learning, you're seeing why he's setting up and doing what he's doing, and the same with digging ditches and stuff like that. You're constantly learning. You're seeing why they do it.
So you have a lot. You probably have more knowledge, you definitely do, than anybody in this group. So what drew you to the More Dirt YouTube channel? Like, what made you want to reach out and join one of our meetings?
Yeah, I was looking for a change myself, and wanting to get and doing my own thing and stuff. And I, reached out to you, and we just hit it off and clicked. And you're like, hey, jump on this and check this out. And I just found a really good group of guys just to network with and stuff, and then learning how much guys need to learn and what they need, and just having to help, because I love helping and teaching and stuff like that. So it's been like super good.
So you didn't realize the demand for someone like with a brain like you have. You didn't realize how many people were like you looking to start your own business. You didn't realize how many kids needed the intel, or wanted the intel, or needed a mentor essentially until you got in our meetings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So did not realize that until we're in the meetings and start doing it, and just getting to know this good group of guys, the pro staff, and
it's
stuff like that. It's super good.
How long have you been following More Dirt?
Oh man, I think it's coming up on 9 months.
Okay.
Something like that, 10 months, whatever. Something like that. It's been a minute.
And why More Dirt? What made you want to pick up from California and drive all the way across the country to be at this retreat? Like, what makes you so passionate about what we're trying to do?
getting to know all you guys on the phone and our video calls and our meetings and stuff like that over the last several months and everything. This is like, there's something good here. I don't know 100% what this is yet fully, but it is special. There is like a peace, there's calming about it. I believe in it. There's definitely something here. We don't know what that is yet or what that looks like, but it was worth it for us to take a family vacation out and see a little country and see what actually this is all about.
Yeah.
Truly.
That's awesome. So with your new business venture after More Dirt Pro, once you saw the demand of what needs to be done, so tell us about what your plan is here coming up to go mentor, go see guys on job sites. Like, what's your 5-year plan, 3-year plan with More Dirt?
Well, with More Dirt, I'm hoping the platform's going to grow with new guys coming on and stuff, especially guys that are like inexperienced, not basically on the inexperienced side, and want to learn to be more efficient in a machine and stuff like that. So say if it's taking them a week to do a job, and if I could get out there on site with him for a little bit, spend a week with them or 2 weeks or however many days they want, we can actually maybe cut their production rate, speed their production up, cut their time on site down in half, so where they can bid more jobs and they get more work, and just be more efficient in the job and just think better, think more like a business owner and stuff like that, and an operator. Because you got two different mindsets. You got your business side, and then you got your operator side.
Right.
You got two different hats you got to wear.
So guys can come to you and send you, say, blueprints or bids or something, and then they can approach you within More Dirt Pro, and you're going to be open to take their questions.
Yes. Yeah. At some point, I'll, if I'm not working or tied up, whatever, I'll get to them and stuff like that, and they want to sit down, jump on a call, a meeting, whatever, we can do that, and kind of just go over their prints and stuff and kind of just show them, hey, look at this, look at that way, blah, blah, blah. And, just trying to steer them in the right direction so they have an understanding of what they're looking at and stuff. And then give them an idea, then they can start putting their numbers to it and go from there.
And there's no judgment. So, like, there's no such thing as a stupid question or a stupid idea. Like,
no, absolutely. You got to, if you don't know, you don't know. Right. But you got to ask questions, but you can't be scared and have pride. You need to be humble and be able to just ask a question like, hey, I don't know. I mean, I've been around this for a long time, and I still ask questions. I'm still learning. I still watch videos. Doesn't matter if it's someone that's only been in it for a few years and they're doing something I see, I'm like, well, that's interesting. I wonder why they do it that way. And just kind of, you always got to learn, because the minute you quit learning, you're dead. You're done. It does not work out that way, Absolutely. In my opinion. You're always learning.
Yeah. What advice or what words of wisdom do you have for the new kids coming potentially the More Dirt Pro and then just starting their own construction business or dirt work business?
You definitely, it needs to be a passion. There needs to be a love for it and a passion for it, whether it's plumbing, electrical, dirt work, HVAC, roofing, framing, whatever the trade, whatever it is. You got to have a love and a passion for it, because if you have a love and a passion for it, you're not going to, one, work a day in your life like they say. Two, you'll never get old and tired of it. And don't be afraid to work. You're going to put the hours in. If you're young coming in, you got to start at the bottom. Bottom line, you got to start at the bottom, work your way up. You're going to have to go out of town. If you're working for a big company, you're going to have to put the hours in. You're going to have to put the sweat equity in. And you got to prove yourself, but you're also learning. And that's the main thing. It's just constantly learning, but be humble and not know and not be, well, I know everything. I've been here. I've done this. I've done that. And I was that way when I was young. I got my head blowed up thinking I was a big guy and all this stuff like that, and I was good on a tractor, blah, blah, blah. Well, it took me a lot of years to realize I just need to humble myself. So now it's basically like, oh, yeah, I can kind of do that. Like, I don't talk about myself that much, or build myself up. Just be humble and kind and respectful, and you'll learn.
Yeah, and treat everybody with respect. I like that.
Yeah.
What would you say as guys of faith coming up, Christians, and where in the Bible, like what Bible verses, what scriptures, what kind of prayers would you recommend these guys talking about? Because I really, here we're all like faith-based, so we know we can't do this without faith. So like, what helps you when you're leading on your decision to take the leap to come out here and go with More Dirt Pro and try this new adventure? What were you talking to God about? Like, what did you look for or ask for?
I mean, honestly, it was that whole, and still constantly in that part of my life right now and my wife's life. Like, our big thing is like, pray first. Obviously, we need to pray first in one of our prayers, and it's been a couple of years of us praying about, hey, like, we need to do something different. Like, I just feel this, don't know what this is. And you know, he just put us on a heart and kept opening doors for us here and there, kind of leading us in this direction. And then, which led us to the More Dirt Pro and these guys. And it seemed like some more doors have opened up and going here. But the main thing is like, you've got to have, and I didn't have this when I was younger, but, and just into this last couple of years, but you've got to have that relationship with Christ. It's a relationship. It's not about laws or nothing like that. Like, you know, get up in the morning, don't pick your phone up, get an old school alarm clock, set an alarm so you don't even touch your phone, get up, you know, spend some time in your word, reading the Bible. It doesn't matter what, just read it. Need to, journal, get plugged in at church and pray and just constantly talk throughout the day, you know, to God and stuff, and just really dig into all that, because he will lead you. He will stretch you, whether you want it or not. You know, you'll get stretched. You know, that's where you got to have that faith and step out.